Hey guys, check me out. I'm gonna do a short sale real quick. Here's how this goes. Smoking tire vintage look shirt with no car in it, in blue and in red, and we're only gonna sell them for 10 days. July 31st through August 10th. That's it. Hit the link in the description, buy one of these shirts, and come August 10th, we're taking them down and we're never putting them back up. That's how it's gonna go. Limited edition sale. Get them while they's hot. Hit that link. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to North Carolina. Beautiful back road by a lake here. Very unique opportunity, and I was not going to waste it. While I was in town, I had to pop in to a place called Road Scholars. And Road Scholars is a Porsche restoration shop, detail shop, and they have just gotten into the modern Porsche tuning game. And they sent me a picture of a car and a spec sheet that looked too good to miss. So this is a 2008 Porsche Cayman that has had a lot of upgrades done to it. The biggest one is that it has a 4.2 liter X51 engine, making what they say is around 400 wheel horsepower, although to be fair, they've not put it on a dyno yet. They're waiting to break it in before they dyno test, and the motor only has about 800 miles on it. So new motor, 93 octane. Every body panel on the car has been changed or modified in some way except the frunk. So they've removed the rain gutters on the roof. They've actually flared out the doors to meet the steel wide body rear fenders. They've widened the rear 4.5 inches with 325 rear tires, 245s in the front on some beautiful rotiform wheels. The rear bumper is a completely custom unit. It's got a full GT3 front clip. It also has a full cup car suspension, Bilstein dampers, carbon fiber accents everywhere. The interior they've done in this beautiful leather. It's really finished to a high standard. The car only has 7,000 miles on the whole thing. This Napa leather, it smells great. This shifter linkage is very short and tight. It looks kind of intimidating to use, but it feels super, super good. What else we got? GT3 RS 6-piston brake calipers with ceramic rotors up front, so full ceramic brakes. This is a really impressive package, and we're about to see how it drives. So let's have a go. It's also angry. Oh, she goes. Standard Porsche 6-speed gearbox, but the shifter, the throw is so short. It's really got a motorsport vibe to it. And boy, is it happy to rev out to the 8,000 RPM red line. It just loves it. Now, some of my concerns before driving this car were that the wide body, because it's a wheel offset wide body and not a crazy lengthened control arm wide body, or that it might not drive so good. Fortunately, I was proven wrong. This thing rides and drives quite beautifully. From the driver's seat, you really can't tell that it's a wide body, and that is actually a compliment. Pedals are perfect for heel toe. They're these lovely machined aluminum units. Oh, this truck isn't going to make my day any better. We're going to have to find another stretch. It also, despite the cup car suspension, rides really well. One of the good things about these Caymans is the geometries are so good that you can make them basically race car suspensions, and they still have some give. They ride nicely. Oh, this truck is not gonna cut it. The front lip is really low, the carbon lip, so it does actually have a nose lift system, and it also has a baffled exhaust. Here, I'll open the baffle right now. Wait, is that the wrong one? Oh, here we go. Here's open. So the metal bodywork on this car is really what's impressive. It's done to just a really, really high standard. Oh, come on, I need a good U-turn. I need a good U-turn. Also, the interior, the appointments are really nice. It has air conditioning and cranks. It's not a race car. It is a street car. All right, here we go. How's the turning radius? Usually pretty good on the Caymans. Still good here. Here we go. Oh, it screams. Really nice steering. Believe it or not, this Cayman began as a Farnbacher-Wolz Cayman, and if you go all the way back to 2007, the beginnings of a little show called Garage 419, literally the first ever car review I did was a Farnbacher-Wolz Cayman, and this was one of them. So the motor began as a 3.8, it was punched out to a 4.2 using a stroker crank. The X51 heads are standard Porsche units. Doesn't feel quite as powerful as the Sharkworks 4.1 I drove, but then again, the motor could be on a conservative tune while it's being broken in. I will say, it is quite the rev monster. The motor never feels strained. It's perfectly happy to scream its head off up around 5, 6. Like a lot of the Porsche ceramics, they don't feel quite as effective until you get some heat into them. We're going to go try this road. It's tight and technical. I also would have thought that the crazy stagger 245s and 325s would have resulted in some weird ass waggles, but ass waggle is a technical term, but that hasn't happened. And this thing just eats up tarmac. I would absolutely love to daily in a car like this. Beautiful thing. Even on this pavement, which is somewhat imperfect, loving it. It's quite predictable. Oh, Daddy Reiki, I'm a fan. This is a great use for an otherwise $20,000 Cayman. Got such a light flywheel, it revs up so quick on the blips, you hardly have to give it any boot to get it to blip. The precision of this shifter linkage is unbelievable. What are you? Stop in the road. It's a nasty thing. Here, right here is where the road gets bad. Yep, okay. We're gonna find somewhere to flip around. Yeah, rough pavement here. Not, not ideal. Okay. U-turn it, head back from whence I came. It's so interesting to drive this car after coming out of a new Camaro ZL1 that has so much torque. torque all over the place. Whereas this motor, you really do have to rev it, even in such a light car as this. This car's around 3,100 pounds. It's a little heavier than stock because of the wheels and the steel wide body. There's physically more metal there, but it's awesome. You gotta keep your revs up, but it's good. I'm just going slow right now to make a gap, and in fact, I'm gonna pause, and we'll be right back. So anyway, where were we? The car's really good, folks. Really good. This shop has some really good stuff in their inventory too. They got a bunch of classic 356s and even a 550 Spider. You can buy that stuff off their website for, I imagine, a pretty penny. But we'll make it obnoxious for a minute. We're gonna go open exhaust mode for a second, and I'm just gonna drive. I'm not even gonna talk. I just want you to hear the obnoxiousness. Super obnoxious with the valve open. Medium refined with it closed though. That's a bad bitch right there, huh? She nasty. Yeah, this one's a little silly. I get a thumbs up. Thumbs up from a random guy on the street. How you doing, man? I probably am going to flip around. Have visibility, and we can end this video on a high note with just more crazy engine revving. Look at this guy, likes it. He's about it. It's like being on the Mulsanne Strait. Just craziness. Is there a passing lane here for me to do something legal? No. That would make way too much sense. Alright, well, in that case, I've said the things. This is a fabulous little build. I mean, it's only got 800 miles on the build, but it feels really tight and dialed in. I think the engine will probably make a little more power as it gets broken in, and maybe with a new dyno tune out here. But what a fun little machine this is. Not cheap. I don't. Oh wait. That's frustrating. I mean, I probably could. Well, I'm not going to because we're at the end. I don't have an exact price on what it would cost to get them to do this for you. It's all done by hand, and my guess would be in the middle six figures. 150, 160 grand, something like that. And truth be told, for that, you could have, you know, a GT3 RS or something. But a lot of you out there like to be different. I understand that. And something like this would make a lot of sense. So, thank you to Road Scholars. There they are, on the side of the road. Oh! Thank you to Road Scholars for having me and letting me drive this car. Check out their website, and I'll see you guys back on the west side.